At Chef Tim Ma's place,
Food is typically someone else's first introduction into someone else's culture, right?
a taste that sticks with you.
We use it very openly and proudly,
The not so secret ingredient in his Chinese cooking?
something that adds to the dish.
MSG, a food additive that some say is best when left out.
When my parents and my uncle and family had restaurants, MSG had such a bad rap.
MSG is short for monosodium glutamate. How did this three-letter abbreviation become a four-letter word? And is MSG actually harmful? We checked with these sources to verify. To be clear, MSG is a chemical, but so is everything else we eat.
Carbohydrate is a chemical, protein is a chemical, our body's a chemical.
Much like your taste buds register sweetness from sugars, the sensation of umami, or savory, comes from glutamic acid.
Brothy, salty, a little bitter, sweet.
The FDA explains glutamic acid is an amino acid that helps neurotransmitters in your brain do their jobs. Dr. Kukumi Ikeda first discovered that umami factor could be isolated from glutamic acid in seaweed and used as a standalone ingredient more than 100 years ago, and it became popular in Asian recipes.
It's a way of getting it in a more stable form that can be used easier in food.
And today, a dash of MSG is still used to help other flavors taste better.
And these hit the receptors on your tongue and enhance your tongue's perception of that savory flavor.
Just as Americans were learning to love Chinese restaurants, the letters MSG became infamous thanks to one letter, to the editor of the New England Journal of Medicine in 1968. The author claimed Chinese food made him feel sick and merely theorized that his so-called Chinese restaurant syndrome could be because of MSG.
It was a sample size of one who went and then said, I was feeling kind of nauseous and I have stomachache and I'm sweaty and I'm not feeling so well after I ate at a Chinese restaurant. And I tell my students, most people feel this way when they go to Chinese restaurant because they eat too much, because Chinese food is so tasty.
Science has debunked the anti-Asian concept of Chinese restaurant syndrome and the idea that MSG is inherently harmful. Not only is MSG added to plenty of foods that aren't exclusively Chinese,
MSG occurs naturally in a lot of food: chicken, beef, mushroom, tomato, breast milk.
the FDA explains the glutamic acid of MSG is chemically the same as the glutamic acid found naturally in food proteins, and our bodies process them the same way. This has been studied extensively, and while an individual might have a particular sensitivity to MSG, like people can be sensitive to other ingredients,
They can never prove that MSG had an impact when consumed at the levels that would normally be eaten by people.
we can verify MSG caught a bad reputation in the 60s thanks to one speculative diner, and there's no scientific evidence it's harmful for most people.
Access has really opened up everybody's palate and minds to a bunch of different cuisines, a bunch of different ingredients.
And for cooks like Chef Ma, that's something worth savoring.
We're cooking for different generations now.
With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.